I truly want to know how easy it is to live with no critical thinking. I wish I could watch something with flashing lights and like mildly attractive people and just be happy. I wish I had the brain function of a child and could just enjoy anything I watch. This show has absolutely broken me. Trying to put together and understand the narrative that they came up with and how they think it makes any kind of logical sense for one thing to happen to the next. I'm truly lost. Like I can't like rant right now. I can't do any of that right now because I'm stunted, like truly stunted. This has been like the most useless season of television I've ever watched in my life. Like just trying to make sense of some of the things is just really giving me a migraine. Like I can't even be angry. I will legitimately have to do like a 2 hour review, just going in depth everything that happened in the show because trying to put it into like a TikTok style video will not do it justice. It's honestly so stupid. The entire reason this show exists is so that we could get this bad ship at the end. Like some stupid fucking fan fiction. And the process of them coming together and being a ship or whatever doesn't even make any sense. There's no way in hell that you could have this character fall for this character after the bullshit that he did in episode, what was it, 4 or 5, whatever the fuck it was. Especially after establishing that she had feelings for the other little alien bitch that he killed off. So how the fuck does she just go from one side to the other? How does May in one of the episodes go, hey, I'm going to turn myself into the Jedi because they're going to take me in because of the information that I know, disregarding the fact that Soul already scanned her mind in one of the previous episodes and realized that she knew nothing, by the way, so we have to add that context. And then the first time she sees a Jedi, she tries to kill them. This entire series, we've seen Soul be tore up about what happened with May and Osha and the Coven of Space lesbian witches. But in this exact episode, he tries to end her. Like, I'm not joking. He was literally about to push the button and blow her ship up. After crashing into a asteroid field when he could have a clear view of her from the top. The asteroid field wasn't that long. He just had to sit there and wait. And then he could have got his shot off. But no, he decides to like dive into the asteroids and damage his ship for some stupid fucking reason. And then this entire time he's saying, I love Osha and I wanted to save y'all's life. And then he tries to blow her up. And the only reason he doesn't is because the weird fucking beaver nigga takes the plugs out. Why are you trying to stop him from killing her when you sniffed her out as evil in one of the previous episodes? I like just thinking about this shit. It hurts. It really does hurt. Like, I don't know how you wrote this show, had all these pieces come together, have this narrative, have these flip-flopping alliances, flip-flopping contradictory dialogue, just the entire thing. Record it, direct it, put it on a chopping bay and do all of that and then come out and say, we did a good job. Like this scene right here made absolutely no sense. Osha's upset because Soul killed her mother, right? So she's angry. She's tapping into the dark side of the Force. Saul has a chance to explain himself. And instead of explaining that he killed her mother because she turned into a black smoke demon, absorbing her sister, and it looked like she was about to kill her own daughter, he just sits there rambling instead of explaining the situation because he was 100% in the right for what he did. He did not make a mistake. The writers think he made a mistake by killing her. She turned into a fucking cloud of pure evil from the perspective of what he saw. And then afterwards, she wants to go, oh, I was going to let Osha go. That's like a cop pulls you over and you reach for your wallet and you swing it like that at him and he shoots you and you go, I was just going to show you my health insurance. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. So in the end, she kills Saul, with the dark side, the force choking him. And I knew they were going to do like a kind of flip thing. And just in case you didn't think they were going to do it, they put Osha in the black and May in the white to try to show, hey, we're flipping it. It's like poetry. It rhymes. It was so obvious that I was really hoping they didn't do it because it doesn't make any narrative sense from everything that we've seen about this show. And to top off the dumbness, after Osha kills Saul and they get away, and her and May are at the tree from the earlier episode, Sith Lord Ezra Miller pops up and he's like, oh, we need to go or whatever. So we've seen this entire time that May has been trying to off Jedi this entire time. And somehow, some way, Osha just turned to the dark side because Saul was an idiot. So they both should have left with him to go train. But instead, Osha goes, let my sister go and I will go train with you. He has no reason to do that because he's wanted her as his acolyte this entire series. And May does not have a good bone in her body. So it makes no sense for you to want her to go and live her life because it doesn't. But okay. They wipe her mind. And, she goes back with the Jedi. And in classic Disney Star Wars fashion, they go ahead and blame it all on Saul to try to cover up what happened instead of telling the truth because they did nothing wrong. They keep trying to show that the Jedi are flawed and they make mistakes and all this, but every decision that those Jedi made was valid. They went to the children, found out they were in danger, so they went to protect them. One of the lesbian space witches turns into a literal puff of evil, so he kills her, violently so. The other witches manipulate another Jedi Master, so they die too. How? I don't know. I guess it's just the power of the Force. That was valid also. So instead of explaining the truth, Jedi Master Piccolo, who found out the truth through the Force, she just lies. I don't know why. And May has no memory of her sister or Sith Lord Ezra Miller, and they just up and leave. But Jedi Master Piccolo goes, I need you to help me find my Padawan who went to the dark side, which is Sith Lord Ezra Miller. How can she help you when she has no memories past being 8 fucking years old? You're not making any sense here. Oh yeah, and Plagueis showed up because reasons, I guess. I guess he figured out that the Covenant of Space lesbian witches created life through the Force, so that's where they got it from, implying that this is where they learned how to create life through the Force. So all the experiments him and Palpatine will be running, they learned it through what? Lesbian space witches. Because, intersexual feminism and all of that, they gotta be the ones to do everything first and be perfect and, you know how it goes. And yeah, we end on the ship that all the weirdos wanted. Somehow the abusive man to be with the woman after he just killed all of her friends and tried to kill her also in one of the previous episodes. They're seriously trying to bait a season 2 with this. Like they are. They ended it on Yoda for some odd reason. Which hurts the canon again, because if Jedi Master Piccolo tells Yoda everything that happened, you're going to make it so Yoda covered it up because he's a part of the Jedi Council. So if he didn't tell anybody the Sith were around, you're going to try to make them look more incompetent? I truly do not understand how anyone could watch this show and say that it was good. I don't know how anybody could watch this entire 8-episode narrative and not walk away with serious brain damage. I'm so stunted that I can't even rage or anything. I feel like I've been lobotomized. This is so stupid. Truly the worst thing Disney Star Wars has ever put out. And I mean ever.